I put you through for one. No. You would have actually a conversation. Yeah. Well, the driver didn't want to go to prison, did he? Well, I think he did because no one would do it. No one. That's a conversation. Yeah. It resembles, even if students can't produce that language, but they are having something that is closer to a real life interaction. And that's the point. So here, I'd like to bring into you another very important concept, which is genuine language use. How many activities we do in class promote language use the way it's used outside? How many times in life have you done a true or false exercise? In life, not for classroom purposes. When you read a book for pleasure, you're reading something you like, an author you like. Do you do a true or false exercise after you finish reading chapter 1? No. So how authentic is it? So see, we should perhaps not only look at the authenticity of the material you're using, but also the authenticity of the task we're proposing. Because if we train our students in class to do authentic tasks or to do tasks in an authentic way, chances are that when they go outside, when they go out into the world, they will use the language there the way they used in the classroom. So if we only teach them 1, true, 2, false, 3, I don't know, 4, I don't care. If we teach this, or if we allow only this language to emerge, they will go outside and say 1, false. I mean, they can't communicate. If they have to buy a ticket, they travel to Disney and they have to buy a ticket for a ride. They don't know how to do it because this is something we won't have practiced in class. On the other hand, if we bring this realistic language practice to the classroom, they will go to Disney, and not only will they be able to buy the ticket for the ride they are dying to go on, but also make friends and go clubbing, you know, and socialize and really use language for communicating, which is the purpose of our job, yeah? So to teach them to communicate through English, yeah? Does that make sense? Now just think for a while, how authentic are the tasks you give your students in class? The tasks you propose, reading tasks, listening tasks, grammar tasks, how authentic are they? And you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I mean, you can just go and use what you have in the textbook, for instance, the true or false exercise, but just give it a twist. Just add this element of communication. So while checking, instead of 1 true, 2 false, you go, well, number 1 is true, right? Or much better, well, at least the address on the driving license was real, right? If they don't know tag questions, they can always add a right at the end so that they are asking for confirmation, and then it's genuine language use. Yeah, does that make sense, guys? So you don't have to do anything too difficult. Just adapt the material, adapt the task so that it promotes genuine language use. And with more advanced students, perhaps to integrate writing. How does the news story end? Right, because I didn't show you the end, and then they would write the end, perhaps the last paragraph, and then you show them the last paragraph, and then they see how close it is to their own ending, yeah, and then you're working with writing, so you're working with the 4 skills altogether. But you don't have to work with the 4 skills for every single activity. You just have to integrate 2, perhaps 3, if possible, the 4, so that it resembles, remember, genuine language use. Yeah? So far we've looked at 3 key concepts of using authentic materials. These are grade the task, not the text. Second, integrated skills or integrative skills. As much as possible, try to integrate things because that's what we do in life. And 3, genuine languages. So how can we give tasks a twist to promote genuine language use? So I dare say these are the three concepts we would have to have in mind whenever picking authentic materials. It may be a song, as in the first activity, comic strips. How many of you have used comic strips in the classroom? And do students like it? Basic levels. To teach my name is, you could, yeah, to teach whatever there is that are, yeah. And here we used a reading text, a news story or anything, reading something from a blog they might have published, or Facebook, Instagram comments, whatever. So anything written. You just have to look at the materials, think of a task, grade the task, see if it promotes communication. So of course at the start it takes some time, because you have to think of a lot of things, but after you've practiced or had some practice, it kind of becomes second nature. And then you can also do the same if you don't have time to look for authentic materials and you have to teach something tomorrow morning, and then you have 10 minutes to prepare. Look at the materials you already have in the textbook. Perhaps they won't be authentic, but you can give the task a glimpse of authenticity, so that students benefit from it much more. Yeah. So what we're going to look at now are three other activities. I'm just gonna walk you through them. They don't bring concepts of task design or how to use authentic materials more authentically. They give you ideas, they give you suggestions. So having in mind these three, grade the task, not the text, integrative skills, and genuine language use. See how these three concepts apply to the other activities. And then I'm not going to ask you to do the activities as we've done so far. I'll just tell you what I would do, okay? So, you know what? Yesterday I stopped by. I was really thirsty, and I was driving my Mercedes with my, teachers. No, I wish, yeah. Perhaps a bus, yeah. Mercedes, a bus. But then I was driving my friend home, yeah. Wheel driver, of course, is a bus. It's also known as bus, yeah. And we stopped at a gas station, when you have those convenience stores and stuff. And then my friend entered the store because he wanted to buy a snack or something like that. And I didn't realize what happened because I was speaking to my wife on the phone. Wives, yeah, we have to call them every now and then. And while I was speaking to her, something happened. And then we got the surveillance, the surveillance footage, yeah? That's what happened. So have a look. What happened to my friend? What happened to my friend? Tell your partner. No, you don't. Yeah, you're not going to do it. But this is what I would ask students to do, yeah? Okay, so what happened to him? What do you think happened? Sorry? What happened? Misunderstanding. Why? He kind of meant to take out some money from his pocket. And then what happened? They thought it was a gun. Who thought it was a gun? The owner. Ooh, could be. Exactly, the surveillance filmed everything, yeah. Oh, there was a woman, yeah, there was a woman. So perhaps if they thought he had a gun, perhaps he was what do you call the person who, you could say a thief, or if you rob a bank, you are a robber. So perhaps they thought perhaps what's another way of saying perhaps? Maybe, or another way, they boop, boop, boop. He wanted to rob them. They doot, doot, doot. He wanted to rob them. They must. What's that? They They must have thought the man was trying to rob them. So they must have fought them. They must have fought because, you see. And if I say this, so are we sure about what we are saying, or are we just speculating? If speculating, yeah. And are we a little or a lot sure that this is what happened? If I say they must have thought, I'm a little sure or I'm a lot sure? A lot sure, because I'm using must, yeah? If I use may, they may have thought, then perhaps I'm a little sure. But because I say they must have thought, then I'm a lot sure, yeah? And what word indicates we are a lot sure? Must, yeah? Does the sentence talk about a present or a past situation? Past situation, past situation. And how do you know it's past? Have thought. This have thought, so the must indicates I'm a lot sure, and have thought bit indicates it's a past situation. So what's the structure here? When I want to speculate about a past situation, something that happened, but I don't know for sure what happened. I'm a lot sure that this happened this way, but I'm still speculating. What do I use? A modal. What's the modal? Must plus have or has plus the past participle. Exactly. So, and how do you pronounce it? They must have thought the man was trying to rob them. You don't stress all words, do you? Say, they must have thought the man was trying to rob them. Everybody? They must have thought the man was trying to rob him. They must have thought the man was trying to rob him. They must have thought the man was trying to rob him. Everybody again? They must have thought the man was trying to rob. And it's interesting because in English we don't stress all words in a sentence. We just stress words that are important to convey the message. Say, they must have thought that the... No. So how do you pronounce? They must have thought the man was trying to rob. Can you stomp your feet while you do that? They must have thought the man was trying to rob them. The other foot now. They must have thought the man was trying to... Can you click your fingers? They must have thought the man was trying to rob them. Great. So I use this for speculation, right? Now that you know must have, I can say must have thought, must have done, must have taken, must have... whatever, depending on what I'm saying, yeah? So let's watch, I got the surveillance video, but now I got also the sound for it. So we're gonna listen. Check that your speculation is right or not. Have a listen, have a watch actually.
Hello, how much are they asking?
Well, that's a lot of money for a debt.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but you're getting robbed. Did you hear me? You're getting robbed.
Ameriquest, an open-minded, equal opportunity lender.
So what's this, guys? It's an ad, yeah, it's a commercial. It's a, yeah. Have you used ads, commercials in class? They can be very good fun, just like this one. And then there's Ameriquest ads are all very funny. They are all the style. If you just Google them or YouTube, on YouTube you got a lot of them. And what's this? What did I do? I decided to use it first sound off. Why? Exactly, because if I'd shown you from the beginning sound on, we wouldn't be speculating anything, yeah? Good, we wouldn't know for sure. Because my point is speculating, that's the language I want to teach, why not give the video a twist? Because how many of you used videos sound off in class? Anybody, yeah? So see, this is something that perhaps won't occur to us first time, but if we give it a little twist, give it a twist. So try to use the material in an unpredictable way. So remember the first activity, I told you to listen to Chad, my friend Chad, talking about his childhood memories. Did I mention it was a song? No, so most probably you were expecting a man listening from a textbook. Hi, My name's Chad, But then a song comes up, and if it's a song or a video that students like, they will immediately recognize it and hook up to it, yeah? So that's the give it a twist thing. So how can you use that material creatively to trigger students' curiosity, to really hook them to the lesson, to really make them go much beyond just watch a 30-second commercial? No. Watch it, and it's not a commercial, it's my friend. And it happened yesterday, and I got the surveillance. You see, there's a whole little story. It's fake, but who cares? Yeah, teachers are the best liars ever, yeah? Why? Because then I bring it to life, yeah? So give it a twist. You know what? I have another friend. I've got lots of friends, yeah? And this friend I've got, Raymond, my friend Raymond, I'm sorry for Raymond. I feel very bad for Raymond, guys. And the one reason I feel bad for him is that he tries as hard as he can to, improve and get a better life, but the situation is difficult. For starters, Raymond is unemployed. He's been unemployed for quite a while, and he lives in this neighborhood that are the kids. The kids take the mickey out of him and mock him all the time because he's unemployed. He's got a daughter. He lives with his daughter because his wife died long ago, and there isn't much he can do. His daughter goes to school with the kids, but there's this lady in the neighborhood, the lady who lives next door. She keeps teasing him, and she keeps kind of bullying him all the time. So the lady makes my friend Raymond's life hell. Raymond doesn't know what to do. And yesterday I dropped by Raymond just to speak to him because he was feeling miserable. He was feeling very sad, my friend Raymond. And then I dropped by, and when I was leaving, I was lucky because everybody was standing, in the hall, and then I took a picture of my friend Raymond and all the people who live with him. So this is my friend Raymond, yeah? Say hi to Raymond. Hi, Raymond, yeah. And these are the kids I mentioned. So we have Chavo, you have Chavo, and you have Kiko over there. Chavo and Kiko, they are friends, yeah. This is the lady who makes his life hell, Mrs. Worthmore. Mrs. Worthmore is terrible. She makes his life miserable. And you also have Junior. You might know Junior, yeah? Junior is the son of the owner of the neighborhood, and, it doesn't work out. But, it's not only Raymond who feels miserable. Other people in the village, in the neighborhood, they feel bad too. So I'll show you a little something that happened yesterday, and I saw it because I was there yesterday, last evening, I want you to tell me how the people are feeling. So have a watch. I'll need this now. Yeah, just see if I can. Just have a watch. How are they feeling? Oops.
You just wait, Chavo. As soon as my mommy gets here, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Okay, so this is Kiko, right? How's Kiko feeling? Is he happy? No, he is sad, yeah? So repeat, sad. So repeat, Kiko is sad. And why is Kiko sad? Why is Kiko sad? We're gonna see. Watch again. What's going on? Oops. Oops again. Let me see if I can control it here. Just a sec.
You just wait, Chavo.
So Kiko's sad. Repeat, sad. Kiko's sad. Right.
As soon as my mommy gets here, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
I'm home now, Muffin.
Oh, Mommy, guess what? I was over there and
Yes. In just a minute, dear. Now, before I forget, did you remember to eat the hard-boiled egg you took to school this morning?
Yes, Mommy, I did. So I was over. You said egg?
How about now? Did you see his face? Shocked. So repeat, shocked. Say, Kiko is shocked. Say it again, shocked. Kiko is shocked. Great. Just get the marquee a second. Don't know how to use it. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Hard-boiled?
Yes.
Well, I was just... You said egg?
Yes, you were going to eat it at recess?
Hard-boiled?
Yes, you took it to school this morning. Now tell Mommy, did you eat it or not eat it?
Well, I couldn't eat it, because he stole it.
What's going on here, Raymond? Answer me.
Listen, no, wait a minute. I didn't take any of it from Kiko. Look, the truth is...
Give me
That's
that
what
egg
she
right now.
does all the time.
Come on, Muffin. Let's get away from this lowlife.
Yes, Mommy. Lowlife, lowlife! I guess they don't make hard-boiled eggs like they used to.
Oh, Muffin, guess what? Would you believe that you left the hard-boiled egg here and took a raw one with you to school?
Would you believe me if I told you that I believe you, Mommy? I gotta go.
Do you understand why Raymond is miserable? Yeah, oh, my poor friend Raymond. Yeah, good. And then, have a look at this. So this is how they felt. So repeat, sad, shocked, confused, mad, embarrassed. Say it again, embarrassed. Just repeat, embarrassed, and furious. Good. So remember the names. This is Raymond and Kiko and Mrs. Worthmore. Mrs. Worthmore. Everybody? Mrs. Worthmore. Just repeat, Worthmore. Mrs. Worthmore. Great. So turn to your partner. Try to remember what happened. Kiko was sad when his mom arrived. Or Kiko was sad because... Try to remember with your partner. And then you would do it. Yeah, Kiko was sad. Raymond was furious because, when, blah, 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 blah. And then we would check, what am I teaching here, guys? Feelings. Kind of adjectives connected to emotions, to feelings. Yeah, you don't have to do it. Thank you. Don't have to do it now. But what did I use? What material did I use? A cartoon. Yeah. Cartoons are a powerful tool for teaching English in the classroom, yeah? Because we underestimate that cartoons are for kids. So if I'm teaching kids, I'll bring in Peppa Pig, whatever. No, you can use cartoons with adults, with teenagers. Did you know there's Chavo in English? Had you ever watched it? There are tons of episodes on YouTube, so you can just watch. And what they did was they really transposed. If you are a Chaves fan, as much as I am, they just transposed the episodes into cartoon version. And then there's this in many languages. We have in Spanish, of course, the original. In Portuguese, we got all of them. We got in English, in other languages. So it's amazing a tool, particularly if you're teaching adults who belong to the Chaves, El Chavo del Ocho generation, and they might connect to it. So why not go there? Or any other cartoon. You can say Dora the Explorer, you can pick Disney cartoons. We have the Little Mermaid these days being launched again, so you can go for it. Yeah. What are we doing here, guys? Is this genuine language use? We're dealing with a story, aren't we? So from the very beginning, it's not Seu Madruga, it's not Raymond, it's not Don Ramon, it's not the character in the cartoon, it's my friend Raymond, poor little Raymond. And because I wanted to introduce adjectives of emotion, I started telling you how Raymond felt. And yesterday he was miserable, and then I dropped by to visit him, and then this, and that. So what are we doing? Tell a story. Instead of just, okay, now we're going to watch to a cartoon. Raymond is in the cartoon. No, don't kill it. If you say we're going to watch to a cartoon, you just killed it. Because the whole, this thing of trigger curiosity and making them linger, let them guess who Raymond is, let them listen to you, let them sink in the info. And then the moment they see the picture, they will immediately hook to it. Yeah. While you were listening to me talking about Raymond, did you ever imagine I would bring up El Chavo del Ocho? No. So give it a twist. Remember, use it authentically in a different way. Stories are powerful for language use. Yeah. So tell a story. And now, just for us to wrap up, I'm a teacher. What's the one thing teachers don't have? What? The one thing teachers don't have. Money. Okay. No, yeah. Okay, so what's another thing teachers don't have? Time, exactly. My life is hectic. I got no time for anything. I haven't even got time to, clean up my own room. This is a picture I took this morning before I came here. This is my desk, just for you to have an idea. A teacher's desk, not very organized, is it? But you know what happens? I keep postponing. I keep putting things off to say, I'll have to clean it. I'll have to organize, sort out, put things away. But I don't find the time. How do you know? But do you think that as a teacher, would I ever lie to you? Yes, you learned the lesson. Okay, so I'll tell the truth. This is not me, but this is my friend. I've got another friend, and teachers got lots of friends. Actually, yeah, she's not got time because she's a teacher, of course, yeah. And last night, I gave her a call, and then she was just offloading on me, and then she said, Felipe, I don't know what to do. I've got a husband, 4 kids, and lots of lessons to prepare and stuff to correct, so I don't know what to do. I try to do things, I keep postponing because I don't have the time. And then I said, look, Lucy, no worries, don't worry, be happy. I'm gonna try and cheer you up. I'm a bit of a writer myself. I like writing. So I transformed her problem into writing. I wrote a little something about her situation, and I sent her. I texted her this morning. So that's what I wrote about her situation. It's as if I was speaking, as if she, my friend Lucy, was speaking. I'm really determined and keen to start giving this house a spring clean. I'll do it, I say. Yes, I'll do it today. Well, I'll do it tomorrow, I mean. What's this? It's a poem. It's a little poem. Yeah, how do you know it's a poem? Yeah, there's the rhythm, there's the keen, clean, mean, say, today. So what we call this, they are rhymes. Yeah, we call them limericks. Limericks. Yeah, limericks are. Have you ever seen limericks like this? Short little poems. Yeah. Shall we try to read it together? Because if it's a poem, it's all about the sound. So say, I'm really determined and keen to start giving this house a spring clean. I'll do it, I say. Yes, I'll do it today. Well, I'll do it tomorrow, I mean. One more time. 1, 2, 3. I'm really determined and keen to start giving this house a spring clean. I'll do it, I say. Yes, I'll do it today. Well, I do it tomorrow, I mean. Fantastic, yeah? What are you teaching here, guys? Rhythm, which is part of pronunciation. Shan, pronunciation. We usually don't teach pronunciation in class. We want our students to have a beautiful pronunciation, but we never teach it. So how come? Yeah. And this is a wonderful, very engaging, very powerful way perhaps to teach pronunciation. Yeah. I want you to have a go. So, yep. Sort of. You could make it a rap. I'm really determined and keen to start giving this house a spring clean. If you do it, then it becomes a rap. Poetry. It's all about poetry, yeah? Have a look at this. I want you guys to do Limerick 2, and you guys will do Limerick 1. So just have a read on your own first, then turn to the person next to you and try to read together. You guys do Limerick 2, and you guys, Limerick 1. Off you go. You are number 2. Number 2, yeah. Never. No. Yeah, always. Yeah, that's true. The dog ate my homework. You know? Yeah, my goldfish ate my homework. They can't, yeah. But then perhaps it's because we don't contextualize, or if we bring a bit more of a context, tell them a story, hook them to the lesson, chances are they will engage. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know where the meeting is. Right, so how does that sound? Do you prefer 1 or 2? Shall we try 2? Yeah, everybody together? 1, 2, 3. There was a young lady from Niger who smiled as she rode on a tiger. They came back from the ride with the lady inside and a smile on the face of the tiger. Is this funny? Do you think students will have a little laugh? They might if they understand it, yeah? So perhaps intermediate, advanced students, then you could work with a bit of critical thinking. But even with beginners, with basic students, it could be all about the rhythm. And then you just take this idea of rhymes and exactly, or perhaps sentence stress. So I don't say, hi, my name's Felipe, I am very happy to be, I don't stress a word. Just say, hi, my name's Felipe, I'm very happy to be here today. And you get them clap, get them to stress only the important words, the content words in a sentence. If you teach this to them, it's going to be very beneficial so that when they go out and speak to real people, they will know how to do it, yeah? So guys, just to wrap up, basically what we tried to do this afternoon was look at authentic materials, and I tried to share with you a couple of things I myself have been using in the classroom. So we covered comic strips, songs, cartoons, news, yeah. We taught, okay, limericks. We can't forget the limericks, yeah. Question tags, so we went for modals, we went for question tags, we went for tons of things that you can teach. Do you think that anything we saw today you can apply, use in your own lessons, with your own group? So, and you can do perhaps the same activity. I'm going to make available now a link where you have all the sites, and then you can just take a picture or copy it, yeah. And then feel free to use it the way it is. Just remember, grade according to your level, yeah. Feel free to use other materials, but the key thing is we have to have in mind our students, who they are, what sort of thing interests them. And then from the moment we have a material in hand, maybe a song, news story, limericks, whatever, just think about, who am I teaching it to? Is it a basic student? So I have to prepare something basic, something simple, something they can cope with. Is it advanced students? Perhaps I can go beyond the language. Perhaps I can revise a couple of language items and get them to think critically. So think of your student. If you have your student, your group in mind, it's much, much, much easier than preparing stuff or preparing a task for any students or a virtual group of students. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah. So we have 1 minute before we end, and I would like you to turn to your partner and tell him or her one, or perhaps two, or why not three things you are taking with you from this afternoon's second session on authentic materials. One thing you learned and you think you can use tomorrow, if you're teaching tomorrow. Off you go. Okay, thank you. Good. I just have a couple of questions. Useful ideas. Do you think they're going to help? Yeah. Anything, remember the three key concepts very quickly. Grade the task, not the text. Integrative skills and genuine language use. The 3 C's of authentic materials: culture, currency, challenge. So if we consider all this, I think then we will have accomplished our mission. So authentic materials, relevant tasks, genuine language use, practical ways of using materials to engage students and promote more real-life communication. Mission accomplished? Great. So I'd like to thank you guys very, very much for your time and participation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And here are the, we've done this. Just my last message. While using authentic materials, you have to be creative, but above all, you have to have fun. If you have fun, students will have fun. Thank you very much. And here's my contact if you wish to ever write to me. And the references. So after we've finished, I think we have a little something for you, but then feel free to come here and then you can just take a picture. Or if you have a QR code scanner, you can scan it or just copy the URL so that you get all the links we used for this presentation at home and you can use the same activities. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys.